video. In this video, I'll be discussing something that I probably haven't seen or tested before. Now, this is a very specific instance of Squid proxy. Now, before I talk about the issue, let me talk about what Squid proxy is. So just like Burp, which is sort of a forward proxy, which means it forwards your request from your client to the external internet, there is something called Squid. Now, Squid is a particular proxy which runs on port 3128. Let me show it to you here. I'm using Ruscan because it's quite quick, and it'll just straight away tell you the ports that are open and won't take a lot of time like Nmap does. So as you can see, it says port 3128. Now, if it is port 3128, generally it is going to be Squid proxy. So Squid proxy can be set up in two ways, which is forward and the second is reverse. Now forward is something like Burp, like you have a client and you can use Burp to send a request to the external internet. The second one is sort of like reverse, which means there are a lot of clients. You can send that request to Squid and then Squid automatically figures out like what's the best way forward and like sends it to the internal network, right? So there are two ways. Okay, so here is the concept about Squid proxy. Now, here as you can see, there are only four ports open, 135, 19, and 445 and this. Now, generally speaking, to access these ports, you need authentication. But if you have Squid and it is set up as a forward proxy, which means, or an open proxy, which is publicly exposed in this way it is, as you can see here, I can use this to kind of pivot and scan the internal hosts. There are two ways to do this, like I can do curl, proxy, and Squid will act as the proxy here, and I can use this to kind of scan the internal hosts. So for example, if I do this, you'll see that I get a normal response. I will show you the response first. 3128. So this is generally the response, like Squid, that this is Squid, and you will probably find it here as also, like your cache administrator is web administrator and Squid here. So I know that this port is closed. Okay, next thing I can do is just write a random thing here, and as you can see, my message entirely changes, right? So I know for a fact that this is this port is probably open, and I can use Squid as a pivot point to kind of scan the internal network. Now to do that, either you can brute force using curl, write a script, or you can use a script called spooze. So I have git cloned it over here. The way to run this is Python 3 spooze followed by the proxy name and the internal target that you want to scan. I know that there are not a lot of hosts internally, but I will use this to kind of scan the ports which are only access to the internal network or which are not publicly exposed, right? So yeah, here it goes. So I know the result that would come probably is one of the ports that would be open here is 8080, and that's why I kind of scanned or used proxy in curl to kind of fetch the results in 8080. As you can see, it says it seems open. So let's see if we can kind of open this. There are quite a few ways and I'll show you one. Okay, here I have with me Foxy proxy. I'll go to options and I will create a new proxy. I will set it as Squid. It automatically knows that it is port 3128, so T13128, followed by the IP. Let me first grab the IP first. Here it goes. And now that I have it, I can use this, as you can see here, and now I can access the internal ports via that proxy, which is 8080. So let me just show it to you. Like if I do this, disable it first, and I try to access this, it will not be accessible, right? But now if I do Squid and if I run this, as you can see, I'm able to access the internal hosts. So this is how you can probably exploit Squid if it is in an open proxy configuration. So yeah.